Welcome to the demonstration on the trace store capability in ZTPFGI. This feature is a very valuable feature as it narrows down your debugging activities immensely and also very handy because it helps you in finding out the exact location of a corrupted area during a transaction run. A corrupted area could be a core, a ECB field, or address, a data level, DECB block, ECB field, or even a register. This is also useful when you actually know the values that's been changed during a transaction so that you can make the ECB stop at that point by triggering the trace store. So this helps you in finding out the exact program or the event or the operand that have caused a change in the values. This makes debugging of the problems quite easy and helps you in quickly arriving at a solution to your problems. The key aspect of the feature is that it helps you in finding the exact location of the corrupted area, and it allows you to input your compare value in order to reproduce the problems. So by this you can easily debug your problems and arrive at a quicker resolution for your problems. So now that we have seen briefly of what this feature is about, let's move on to see how do I access this trace option. So this trace option can be accessed from your trace menu or from the task bar of your resource window. So what is that? Uh, Once you open your active resource or your trace resource, you could see the contextual tab trace, it's now visible, and this is your trace store option under your trace options. Can also be accessed from the status bar of this ALC window. You could see there the tooltip. Before going into trace tool, there are some basic things that you need to do to trigger a trace tool. One is that you need to get yourself connected to any available test system, which I am in, and also the trace resource should be visible. So you have already opened your trace resource, that is your ALC terminal. Now let us move on to see how to set your trace store by core address and register. So in this demo, there are numerous ways by which you can set the trace store, but in this demo I'm going to talk about how to set this trace store with the help of a register and then by a core address. So first let's go with the register. Once you click on this trace store button, this trace options window will open with the trace tab expanded. So this is the type drop down menu which helps you in selecting the area that you would like to monitor. As I told you earlier, show you on the register and the core address. So I've now selected the registers, so I'm going to now go ahead and select a particular register to monitor the trace store. So let me select R5. The thing is that when you're using a trace store on a register, it's sent to cause a system overhead, so you need to think this aspect also when you're trying to monitor a register. I'm going to set a compare value. Okay, and as well as a mask. With the compare data, you can compare at a byte level and with the mask at a bit level. So I'm going to go with all the options for the registers. Okay, when I get a value which is resultant of the AND operation of the compare data and the mask, only then the ECB will get trapped. Okay, so this is the scenario. So my scenario is I'm going with selecting the register R5 with the compare data and mask value set. So here it I go. So I'm going to give now the entry. I'm going to hit the enter button. So you will see that the ECB gets trapped at R5. I can continue to trace as long as this condition satisfies. When there are no more changes or the tracing comes to an end and the output will be displayed in trace resource. Let's move on to see the second case, which is the core address. So I'm going to now monitor the core address. So once I select this core address, you could see the parameter has now changed depending on the type I've selected. Here comes the core address. I'm going to stick with the same address. I'm not going to change it. But I'm going to change the displacement as 46 and watch length as 8. Since I've already told you what the compare data and mask in the registers, it's the same thing that applies here also and for all the trace store types. So with the settings on, I'm going to set my trace store. And now let me give the entry. Once core address that's been put there with the specified displacement and the watch is reached, then the ECB will get trapped. Okay, you could see that the one I've set here is for the EBW area. So for the displacement of 46 and a watch length of 8, so as long as the condition matches, the ECB will get trapped. So again, let's click, and when there is no more values being changed, then this tracing comes to an end and the output is displayed. That's all in terms of the trace, setting the trace store options by core address and register. Thank you.